Hi, I'm Amy McCarter. Welcome to House Calls, brought to you by CAMCO, where Kansas healthcare professionals deliver health insight. Today I'm speaking with Sarah Sachs-Jepson, family nurse practitioner, about concussions. Thanks for being here today, Sarah.
Sure.
Now, I've heard a lot in the news lately about concussions in sports, and with football and soccer season right around the corner, can you tell us why this is such a hot topic in medicine right now?
Sure, Amy. Concussions have been at the forefront of concern in the medical and legislative arenas lately, and for good reason. According to the CDC, there was about a 60% increase in the estimated number of concussions seen among young athletes in the past decade. Concussions can range from mild to severe and can cause short or long-term changes to the functionality of the brain and can lead to permanent damage. Many athletes, coaches, and parents are not aware of the seriousness of these brain injuries and chalk them up to just getting their bell rung. This is where the concern stems from. Repeated mild concussions occurring over months or even years can result in cumulative neurological and cognitive deficits, and brain injuries within days or weeks can be fatal. Because of this, the Kansas legislature enacted the School Sports Head Injury Prevention Act that became effective on July 31st, 2011. In compliance with the act, the Kansas State High School Activities Association recommends that any athlete who has suffered or has been suspected to have suffered a concussion be removed from player practice and not be allowed to return until they are fully evaluated and cleared by a healthcare provider. The KSHSAA also recommends a very specific return to play course that can begin once all symptoms of the concussion have resolved.
How would you know if someone has suffered a concussion?
It's important to understand the symptoms associated with concussions. The athlete may report having headache, nausea, dizziness, vision changes, feeling sluggish or confused, or having difficulty concentrating. As a parent or coach, you may notice that the athlete appears dazed, confused, forgets plays, appears clumsy, has difficulty answering questions, loses consciousness, or cannot recall events before or after the injury.
So let's say I'm coaching my son's Little League game, and I think maybe someone has suffered a concussion. What should I do?
If a player develops any of the symptoms I just discussed, they should immediately be removed from the game and should not be allowed to return until they've been assessed and cleared by a healthcare provider. It's also important to remember that concussions are not something that can be walked off or toughed out. They are serious, and if not managed closely, can be deadly. The Kansas Medical Society has sponsored the development of the Kansas Sports Concussion Partnership to increase awareness and understanding of concussions. Online resources for parents, coaches, and athletes that focus on symptoms, treatment, and prevention of concussions can be found at www.kansasconcussions.com.
Okay, great. Good information. Thanks for being here today, Sarah. Please join us next week for a new health topic discussion on House Calls.